Yeah, I don't ever remember feeling like this. But I'm out here in these YouTube streets. So I want you to get your fingers.
I don't know what you're doing.
I want you to
right
get
now,
your
but
mouse.
I want you to check me out.
And I want you to check me out.
Get ready to do this. It's the relationship rehab. Like, share, and subscribe. We coming at you live. So come on, let's take a ride. Then subscribe to United Guns of America. Just click that link and listen up to what I'm telling you. It's the relationship.
Click that link right now. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Brian Redmond, and I just want y'all to subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying? I want you to let me know what you think. I'm gonna talk about some things, you can talk about some things, and we can do our thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all about having a conversation, right? I mean, if we can't talk to each other, then, I mean, what are we really here for? I want y'all to be able to just come over to my channel, talk to me about what's going on with you, and I can tell you what's going on with me, and we can build some things, you know what I'm saying? That's all about growth, baby. So click that link, go ahead and swipe on your phone, whatever you gotta do. Share my content. It's just get me out here, baby. Cause we just talking, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I like doing what I'm doing because it's about the people. It's about us having a conversation with each other. It's about us discussing whatever needs to be discussed. And on these YouTube streets, this is the best place to do it, baby. Like, share, and subscribe. That's right. Click the link. Click the link. Yeah. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's out here that's already subscribed. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all ain't the first one, and y'all ain't the last one. So I just want to give a shout out to everybody that click the link, that click the share, and then subscribe to your boy. Cause we gon' blow this thing together, baby. Relationship rehabbing, United Guns of America. To the world, blow up, baby. Yeah. Click the link, baby. Click the link, baby. Yeah. Hey, I just want to send a shout out to all y'all. I love y'all. That's why I do this. It's for the love of us, baby. I appreciate all of y'all. Ooh, we gon' do this thing. We gon' do this thing right here, baby. Hey, look, if you at a computer right now, just go ahead and click your link. What else you got to lose, baby? Tell me what you think. Hit the comment section. You can jump on the live panel. We do it all here. That's what it's all about. So come holler at your boy. I've been doing this for years, but I just got onto this YouTube thing. So hey, let's see what it do and where it can go.
To United Guns of America. Just click the link and listen up to what I'm telling you.
Yes, I did have the sound off. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Brian Redmond, and once again, this is the Relationship Rehab. And on tonight, we are going to have a wonderful show. We're going to talk about a really, really strange case. And I wanted to do this show in particular because so many times we hear people talking about mental health and how that plays a huge role in gun violence, and this is clearly one of those instances where this takes place. And I just want to be able to just go down the timeline of what happened and how things transpired a little bit. Well, not necessarily the timeline, but just how these things unfolded quickly, and the ending that, you know, occurred, in my opinion, I don't think really needed to happen. But it did. And had we had, as a country, if we would just take some money and some time and put the proper resources in place, we could avoid things like this. So with that being said, I do want to tell you, if you want to be in the on-screen chat that you see here at the bottom here, you need to go over to the United Guns of America channel. I got that chat up in here tonight, and I'm going to start doing that more often. Congratulations. Well, I would say congratulations, but I want to say thank you, I should say, to everybody that has subscribed and supported the United Guns of America channel. We have reached 3,000 subs. So that's, would not have been possible had it not been for you guys. We're a little bit over 3,000, so I'm really happy about that. So please go ahead, click the link, and join the chat over on the United Guns of America. I will put it in the thing one more again. And actually, did I pin it? I thought I did. I may not have. Nope. I put it in the main chat. Well, this is the chat that it's supposed to be in. Duh. I can erase that one. Yeah, I don't need that. But to you guys over here, that's where it needs to go. I'm like, wait, why did I see it pop up over here? But yes, if you guys go there, you can come on over. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Smitty. Appreciate you. Shout out to Athena Osborne. Shout out to William Richardson Sr. Shout out to Maurice with a bunch of Chinese words behind his name. Shout out to Jonathan Smith. What's happening? And Mark Adams. So thank you guys so much for coming over to the United Guns of America chat. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just wanted to do something a little different. Shout out to Victor Ray and just mix it up a little bit for tonight so we could actually have, just keep the channels growing. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know when some BS might come down the line and I get flagged. So therefore, I wanted to make sure that I had this other channel up. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. With the show that I did the other day, talking about the hokey pokey and talking about the CV, I definitely thought about that. I said, man, this could be one of them things where, something go left and I get the young strikeage. But I wanted to make sure that and I was just thinking about the channel being up and strong and having this as a great backup channel. I just wanted to make sure that would, occur. So if something ever did happen, we wouldn't lose touch, with everybody. So definitely make sure that if you're watching this on the replay, please go into the description box and you'll see the link for the channel. It should be in there. I hope it's in there. I believe I got it in there. I would really be surprised at myself if I did not have it in there. And that's possible. So let me go and check now. Yep, I don't. So let me do it. Put it in there right now. I'm so glad I said it. Yep. So there we go. So let me put it in there. So subscribe to the GA. Oop, I got Z. There we go. All right. Now it is in there. That's weird. I'm glad I did. I checked that because I would have just been like, yeah, it's in there. Y'all would be like, it ain't in there. Shout out to my man Star Manis and shout out to Kevin Hutton. That's what's up. Also, with that being said, and speaking of the backup channel, for those of you who tuned in to my last show, when we talked about the hokey pokey, shout out to the SIP. That's what's up, what's up, what's up. And your luxury auto concierge. That's what's up. Shout out to you guys as well. Make sure I got that up. Please come over to the other channel so that I can see your comments as they come up on the screen, so that way I won't miss them. Shout out to Elliot Randolph. So you guys, please come over here. I'm gonna put it in there one more again. But the show that I had the other day, where we talked about the whole idea of the mandates and all that kind of stuff, and just talking about the hokey pokey, I actually focused in on the show that Joe Rogan did. And for those of you who don't know Joe Rogan, if you ever been on YouTube, you should. He is probably the largest podcaster or YouTuber, he got to be the largest. I don't think it's nobody bigger than JRE. I just don't. I don't think it is. I would be hard pressed if I were to think. I tried to think of somebody. I'm like, I don't know. Was it PewDiePie or any of them? And I'm like, no, they ain't bigger than Joe. So Joe Rogan is the biggest podcaster that's out. Okay, and he had a doctor on his show, Dr. Rhonda Patrick, and they were talking about just the different aspects and the nuances about the CV and about the hokey pokey, right? So as things progressed, and I broke down that video as to what he was saying. I was really, proud of the fact that he was really, factual. He had information. And he was just talking about the differences with the comorbidities and all that good stuff. So as things progressed on, there was a particular member in the chat that came in and basically was, talking about, everybody should get it. It should be one of those things we all get it. And we somehow, aside from the actual point of it being one of those things where it wasn't we were talking about just the different aspects of it, and we got into a point to where it was said, and this was a point of contention. It was said by this particular person in the chat that if you have the hokey pokey, you won't die. Those were the words that were used. And that in itself was not correct. It wasn't factual information. Yes, one of those people. And so, aside from all of the other things that we talked about, aside from all of the other points that we had, and what the initial point of it was, of the conversation, was just basically, why should essentially I have to get something that is not proven to be a vaccine or a cure-all? Basically saying, if I don't get it, if I don't get the hokey pokey, I can still get the CV. If I do get the hokey pokey, I can still get the CV. If I got the hokey pokey, I can still transmit the CV. If I don't have the hokey pokey, I can still transmit the CV. Those were the reasons and why I was saying no one should be forced to. At the beginning of the show, I said, if you have comorbidities, or if you're just plain old, flat out old person, you should get the hokey pokey. For those of us that are not, which was my point, that are healthy, that are young, and have no comorbidities, no health issues, I don't think that you should be forced to get it, or should. You should let your own natural immune system do its thing like it's done over generations, eons. So we're going back and forth. He compares the actual hokey pokey to a bulletproof vest. What up, Big Mo? He compares the hokey pokey to a bulletproof vest. I debunked that. He compared the hokey pokey to a seatbelt. I debunked that. We get to the point to where he says this thing about if you got the hokey pokey, you won't die. And that's when I said, no, that's not correct. Show me where that, he says that's what they say on the CDC website. So we pull up the CDC website. And this is just me recapping real quick. Give me 2 minutes. Pull up the CDC website. CDC website specifically says, you can go and look this up just like we read it a few times. It is highly effective at preventing death. Now, I don't know how this person took it is highly preventive, highly effective. I'm sorry, not highly preventive. Highly effective at preventing death to where you can't die. I don't know. But as time went on, I basically expressed that and said, dude, that's not what you said. And he never acknowledged it. And so pretty much wrapped up the show, had another great conversation with another person. And I ended the show with this, saying I made 3 points. I know I remember 2 because I wrote them down. But one of the 2 main points that I made was saying, hey, we're biologically supposed to be around each other to exchange germs. That's a scientific fact. It helps with herd immunity and all that good stuff. I said, but the final point and the most important point is this. This is America. And if you have the hokey pokey, why would you feel that think that it should be mandated that everyone else get it? I said, if we can have freedom of choice when it comes to life, we can have freedom of choice when it comes to cancer treatments, we can have freedom of choice to all of these different things that may or may not, that could or could not cause our demise. Why is it that if you have the hokey pokey and if you want to wear a mask, why isn't that enough? Because if you believed in the hokey pokey as much as you say you do, then you wouldn't be worried about it anyway. Because if you did get it again and I don't have the hokey pokey and you have the hokey pokey, you're going to be fine. So why worry? And that's pretty much how I ended it. Now, show was ended, fine, good. We was on for 5 hours. I gave this person about 1.5 hours to 2 hours of my time, right? So then we get into the comment section. I wake up the next day and I see the comment section. And this dude is putting long ass diatribes, these long ass novels in here in the chat comment section about how I lied and how I did all of this and I was doing all of that and I didn't, I wasn't telling the truth. I mean, just on and on, asking people, point out where I lied, show me where I told a lie. I'm going to get blocked. And I just said, okay, let's just stop. I said, I'm going to say what I need to say and I'm going to ask you to just stop. And it's like, I just didn't understand how somebody who, number one, don't have to be here. You don't have to come here. And you don't even have to agree with what it is that I'm saying. But I guess my thing is, and this is something that I'm going to make sure that I make sure don't happen in the future. I will not, and I'm going to tell this to all of the subscribers and all of the people here that support the channel. I will not let morons monopolize the show, or no, not monopolize the show, but I will not let them monopolize the time of the show. That show should have been about maybe 3 hours at the most. At the most. I'm going to get myself a timer. I'm going to get myself a little box, and I'm going to call it the idiot timer. And when I get into a conversation with somebody, and it starts getting off into, okay, we're not acknowledging facts and points anymore, I'm going to start that timer and I'm going to give it a 10 or 15 minute window or something like that. If once that timer go off, if we have not made any headway by then, I'll end it. I'll end it. Because when just thinking back about the time, I'm telling you, thinking back about the time, I was just like, I didn't even realize that we had went 5 hours. I didn't realize it was 5 hours. I knew that it would be a long show once I opened up the chat, once I opened up the lines, but I didn't realize that we had went 5 hours. And I said, I got to manage my time better than that, because I get so caught up in the conversation. I get so enthralled in the conversation. I said, yeah, I got to watch that. And I think the best thing I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to buy one of them little LED little stop clocks where I can just click it. Once I realize that I was like, yep. Once I realize I got one, I'm going to be like, boop, and I'm going to start that timer. And when that time run out, if we have not made any progress, I'm going to say, well, we haven't made any progress, and you refuse to acknowledge facts. You refuse to move forward and make valid points. And you have no data, no hard evidence, let's just end it. That's what I'm gonna start doing. So be looking for that to come soon. I'm gonna try to see if I can find something on here, but if I can't, I'm gonna just find me a little stop clock or stopwatch or something that I could just tap and say, yep, the idiot timer is running. The idiot clock is running. I'm gonna come up with a name for it. And I'm gonna say, yeah, the time is running. If it don't work out, if we ain't built nothing by then, if we have not had any type of productive conversation in that time window, it's over. So that's what I'm gonna do. So thank y'all for everybody that endured that shit. I appreciate it. And I really do hope that I don't have to block this dude. I really do hope that, because I like the fact that there are people who can see the other side and see just how deep the rabbit hole goes. And just to see how people, even when they don't have any information, and you coming with straight facts and you coming with straight up, cold-hearted, undeniable logic, they still will just throw it out the window and just go with what they're going with and double down on stupid. So I just wanted to be able to show that aspect of it. And as long as this person is respectful and this person ain't being an idiot and just trying to take over the chat or the show, I'm cool. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on, and let me go start by my favorite part of the show. We're going to dive right in.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. Yep.
Star Man has said, you old enough to know better, yet still too young to care. Hell yeah. Yep. It's just one of those things, man, where you just got to get, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just getting better at what it is that I do. I'm just trying to, on all aspects, to just be better at what it is that I do. That's it. That's it, and that's all. So if you're looking for yourself on the chat, Please look into the relationship rehab in the chat. You will see a link for the United Guns of America. I'm just asking that you guys come on. Hey, thanks, Star Man. Let's hit your boy with $5. Appreciate you. He said, here's to keeping it 100. I'm trying, brother. I'm trying. But if you look over in the relationship rehab chat, go ahead and click that link, and you can go over to the United Guns of America. Make sure you subscribe there, and you can join the on-screen chat with everybody else. Other than that, let's go ahead and let's move on with the show. So there is a guy, and this occurred back in May. It occurred back in May of this year. There's a guy by the name of Everton Brown. And Everton Brown killed 3 people before he died himself. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and show this, and then we'll actually get to see the actual phone call, because that's another aspect of this that I want to show too. Shout out to my man Poco, came over to the good side in the VIP section. But yes, I wanted to show you guys what it's actually like, and this was a great description of this. It really showed what it's like from a dispatch side and an officer arriving on the scene into like total chaos, just total straight chaos. Electra Abundance, what kind of stupid ass name is that? Hello, Tommy Sotomayor flunky. Well, hello, Electra Abundance, Tommy Sotomayor flunky watcher. What the fuck? If I'm a flunky, then you're a flunky watcher. So I'm still over you. That would make you my servant. Yes, you are nothing but a peasant. Electra, you have come over into my kingdom as a peasant. Stay in a peasant's place and just watch. You do not have the right or the authority to challenge what it is that I do, for you are watching me, you vile wench. You wretched woman. You are nothing at best but a nasty man's concubine. So be quiet, you peasant. Silence.
Look at you dumb son of a bitch.
You dumb son of a bitch.
I just came to hit the dislike. Do your worst, vile woman, and repent, and thou shalt be saved. Click your thumbs down and be gone, you vile wench. You're nothing more than a poor man's whore. How dare you come into my kingdom and question my status? You have none. So therefore, click your thumbs down and be gone from me, you vile wench. Now, moving on, I would first want to say that this is a really troublesome story, and why I said it was a curious case, because it's like, to see how long this dude was going on like this, it was one of those things where this was inevitable. And this is why I tell people how important it is for men. Yes, that's exactly why I got these hoop earrings. It's because of Michael Jordan, the baddest motherfucking basketball player of all time. How can you hate on that? Your goatee looks fruity. When has a goatee been a sign of fruitiness? What the fuck? Oh my God. My goatee is fruity, and my hoop earrings are like Michael Jordan's. Thank you, bitch. I mean, that's why I've been wearing hoop earrings for over 25 years. Why do you think I got them? I'm from Chicago, nigga. Silence, you peasant. All right. So this is one of those reasons where it's one of those things where things went bad, and they could have been prevented. Number one, had there been resources in place. And number two, had these people in this community been pro 2A, a little bit more pro 2A, and actually carried firearms to defend themselves. Because they were literally like fucking ducks, what do you call it? Fish in a barrel. So, without further ado, let's do this.
Well, a recent college grad and a husband and wife killed in a brutal shooting and possible arson in Baltimore County Saturday morning. It's something that neighbors say should have never happened.
This is some story. WMAR 2 News' Abby Isaacs has been reporting on this all weekend long. She joins us live from Baltimore County Police Headquarters, where officials just gave us an update about this investigation. Tell us all about it, Abby.
Baltimore County Police say they are digging through decades of encounters that they had with the suspect to determine if and how this could have been prevented. The suspect, 56-year-old Everton Brown, was shot and killed by police Saturday morning after officials say he murdered 3 of his neighbors, injured another, and set his home on fire. The Baltimore County Police Chief says Brown had numerous encounters with multiple jurisdictions over the span of 30 years, including patrol officers and the mobile crisis team. Since 2008, neighbors filed 3 peace orders against him. He had 2 guns legally registered to him, but one was seized in 2010 by Baltimore City Police. The chief says it's evident he suffered from some type of mental illness, but they're not aware of a diagnosis. Neighbors say he harassed everyone for years. They reported it to police and that this should have never happened. Now police are looking through all of their encounters with him.
This was a horrible, horrific incident, and we are committed to picking through every piece of evidence, every report, every encounter. But mental illness in itself is not a crime. And so part of what we're doing is looking through to see, could there have been points of intervention, maybe not even just by police, but in general with this individual? But we don't know that right now, right?
They're asking for patience as they work through their investigation. The mobile crisis team is also working with the Woodlawn community to provide any resources that they need. Now, coming up on WMAR 2 News at 6, hear from one neighbor who lived next to Brown for 25 years. How he says this should never have happened. It could have been prevented. For now, live in Towson, Abby Isaacs, WMAR 2 News.
There you go. So it's like, once you see exactly what happened, how things unfolded, it's one of those things where it's like, man, this is something that was just totally unavoidable. I mean, it was bound to happen had there not been intervention. And we have got to figure out a way to help these people that are mentally ill. We have a huge mental health crisis in our country. And it seems as though we can be concerned about everything else in the world. We can jump on any bandwagon that we possibly can, and we can do all of this, but we can't seem to just get our hands around this mental health thing. And it's all about just providing resources. Providing resources. We can provide resources for all these single baby mamas. We can provide resources for all of these other anti-racist groups. We can find resources for all this other shit, these pet projects in Washington where they want to restore museums and spend hundreds of millions of dollars on that. We can find resources that we can send over to other countries like Colombia, like to Pakistan, like to all of these other places to give them relief. But it seems as though we have the damnedest time when it comes to our people here in America on this ground, born and raised here, that suffer from mental illness. And I'm going to throw in our military veterans. We find it's the hardest thing in the world to find any type of resources for those two groups. Now, when it comes to saying, hey, we got to go over here to this other country and help them. Oh, hey, we got to go over here to this other country and help them out. But when it comes to us and our people, hey, we need mental health facilities. How many people have been saying that shit for how many years and still there's no bill for it? There's still no funding for it. How come good old Sleepy Joe ain't signed a deal for that? How come he ain't put that in his energy bill? How come he didn't put that in his infrastructure bill? We can spend $5 trillion here, $6 trillion there, $3 trillion here, $2 trillion there, but we can't get no money for our veterans and for our own citizens that are suffering from mental illness. I find that hard to believe. You have a man that was clearly shown to not only be crazy for years, for 20-something. Dude said he lived there in that neighborhood with that crazy nigga for 25 years. Dude said he was crazy for over 20 years. And between him and the run-ins that this dude had with the police over those 20 years, he had run-ins. So even the police in that neighborhood, in that community, knew, yeah, dude crazy than a motherfucker. And they still could not get him any assistance. They still could not get him any help. Now, some people will say this: well, had they took his guns, then that would have solved it. Nope, because this motherfucker even had a knife. He knifed him a motherfucker too. And I'm saying it now because I know that's what somebody would say eventually. Well, see, this is why they should have the red flag laws. Nope. You can't do nothing about somebody who's living next door to you crazy. If it wasn't a knife, it would have been, if it wasn't a gun, it'd have been a knife like he used. It would have been a sword. It would have been a fucking bow and arrow. It would have been a fucking crossbow. It would have been a fucking boomerang. It would have been a fucking rock. It would have been anything. It's the person, not the tool. Guns don't shoot themselves. They don't shoot at people by themselves. They don't kill people by themselves. We have yet to find a case where a gun has went off on its own without any human interaction. It's yet to happen. And until it does, at a rate to where people are dying left and right, and you got 45 niggas dying from non-human interaction gun violence, then we can talk. Till then, we've got to find a way to help our people, period. Right, it would have been a bat, a pipe. It can be anything. A weapon is a weapon. As long as that person can wield it, it's going to happen. And that's just a fact. There's nothing we can do about it. Let's go to this next one. Then we're going to go ahead and dive into the actual on-the-scene shit that went down. Now, these are the people that live with this person that you about to see now. And listen to their stories.
My neighbor, who lives in front, he was running to his house for his life.
Neighbors left terrorized and shocked as crews worked to clean up the devastation left behind. A reminder of the tragedy.
We never had no incidents in such trauma like this today.
That unfolded Saturday morning at the Parkview Crossing townhomes in Woodlawn. Police telling us it was at the hands of 56-year-old Everton Brown.
He walked around a lot of political hatred, and I'm not surprised that this happened.
Who was a neighbor here for years.
This man was little different, you know. I won't call him insane, but he was little off. He tried to protest something, I don't know.
He said his mind was a little different. I wouldn't call him crazy, but I wouldn't. Shit. Boy, that nigga was crazy. That nigga was crazy. The shit that he did, that nigga was crazy. People don't understand, like, look, just because a motherfucker that say you crazy, that don't mean you crazy 24/7. You can have lucid moments. You can have lucid days where you are in complete control of your faculties, know what you're saying, know what you're doing. But you'll have your moments where you shift gears and you riding that crazy train. All aboard! Dun dun, I, dun dun, dun dun, 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 dun dun, dun dun, dun dun. Like sometimes you get on that crazy train for days, nigga. I can't tell you how many crazy people I knew in the hood. And you knew these motherfuckers was crazy, and every day you have to check them and be like, hold on, let me see if this nigga Lee on this crazy shit. Let me see. Oh, you on that crazy shit today, y'all. I'm out. Some days we see Lee. Lee was probably the craziest nigga in the neighborhood. I'm telling you, for those of you living in the Wild Hunters out there on my side, y'all know who Lee is. Lee, we had two real crazy motherfuckers. A nigga named Lee and a nigga named Crazy Bob. Yes, that was his name. He was an old white man called Crazy Bob. And we used to fuck with Crazy Bob by doing this. Hey Bob, 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 hey Bob. And Bob would be like, leave me alone. And be chasing you. He had them thick ass black shoes with the extra sole on the motherfucker. Boy, them Riri 100s. Kick your ass if he catch you. That's the thing about Bob, boy. Bob, let me tell y'all, I gotta tell y'all this shit because this shit funny. One time, this nigga Bob, we playing basketball in the alley. We got the rim up. We playing basketball in the alley. Nigga that fuck with Bob all the time. This nigga Booby used to fuck with Bob all the time. He was one of the main ones that'd be like, hey Bob, hey Bob, hey Bob, and be chasing. Yep, them Eddie Monster specials. This nigga Bob, somehow, because Bob used to drive. Let me tell you this. He used to drive. He had a blue station wagon, kind of like a Wayne Williams special. He had one of them, but it was a short body station wagon. He driving down the alley, and we didn't recognize his car. This nigga drives, and he catches up to Booby, grabs him, and steps on the gas. Now, at this time, we like maybe 13, 12, 11, 10-year-old motherfuckers. Booby was one of the little niggas. So Booby was about maybe 10 or 11. So he driving down the motherfucker. He in the car, grabs Booby, and is driving down the alley. Now, in the alley, what do you have? You have garbage cans. This nigga hit at least 3 garbage cans holding on to Booby with this driving down the alley. So he driving and he grabbing, Booby is yelling his ass. Booby yelling like a straight bitch. He like, he yelling. And we all watching this in complete awe. Everybody shocked. We watching like, and Booby is hitting each garbage can like boof, boof, boof. And then Bob gets to the end of the alley, pushes this nigga, and all we see, he's like, well, he goes through the alley, there's a garage there. That's Carlos in them old garage. He pushes, he throws Booby. So we like, oh shit, and Bob turns the other way. And you can hear him yelling, leave me alone, nigga. So we all like, oh shit. We don't know what the fuck done happened to Booby. So we are going down the alley. Nigga, we see this nigga Booby come staggering back into the alleyway. And we like, oh man, bro. He's like, man, you all right? You all right? You all right? That nigga like, man, my chest hurt. Boy, we like this nigga here. Dude, we was so fucking just blown away. It's like, you know when you have shit in the hood that you just like ain't never seen before, and it's shocking, but it's enthralling and entertaining all at the same time. Dude, to see him like creep up, because normally we in the alley playing ball, and when a car comes, it's usually somebody coming out their garage. So we just like step back, let the car go by. You know, it's automatic timeout when a car coming. So niggas didn't recognize this nigga. And for that nigga to be driving and his ass came by and niggas just wait, you just little, you ain't watching him because you ain't looking for Bob to come get you in no car. You crazy motherfucker. Boy, that nigga came by and Booby was just happened to be standing there. He grabbed that nigga and stepped on that gas and was like, Booby was like, ah! He was like, boof, boof, boof. Push that nigga that last time like, leave me alone. Boy, that nigga, man, came staggering back into the middle of that alley as we coming down to see how if he all right. That nigga like, man, he's like, my chest hurt. He rubbing his motherfucking chest. That's crazy shit. That's all I'm saying. Bob should not have been on the streets. He should have been in some home somewhere. That's just what it is. And I don't understand how we got these crazy motherfuckers just out here and about and acting like ain't shit wrong with it. It's fucked up. That shit is fucked up. I'll tell you about Crazily another time, but let's go ahead.
What it was, like on his car you will see like FBI is after him. He tried to protest something, I don't know what it was, like on his car you will see like FBI is after him and all that.
Local officials say he had a long history of mental illness reported to health authorities.
But he never seemed to pose a threat to anyone before.
Witnesses say the suspect blew up his home, the explosion sending neighbors outside.
Who the fuck does that?
They say they were met with a...
Who the fuck does that? I go on a murdering spree and I blow up my home. Who does that? Crazy people.
You're crazy, man. You're crazy. I like you.
But you're crazy. That's what crazy people do. He said, fuck it. Made it, ma. Top of the world. That's what the fuck he did. That motherfucker just straight went ape shit.
Throwing blades and gunfire.
The black guy, come around like
The
here.
black guy?
And he randomly shoot.
That nigga name is Sushil Chetri. Sushi Chetri. That's who Chetri. That's this nigga's name. Boy, hey. Okay. What? Shit. What the fuck? How the fuck do you call and talk to this motherfucker? Yes, can I speak to Sushil Chetri? And this would be the same motherfucker that be mad when you mispronounce his name. It's Chetri. Be like, look, man, where's the goddamn squishy machine? That's all I need to know, motherfucker. You know this motherfucker own a gas station or a Quickie Mart or this motherfucker's he's in the coding. This is why we don't need to be getting into coding, because this motherfucker got all the coding jobs. I ain't shit. I know I ain't shit. I'm not. I get it. This motherfucker, but this why all the coding is gone. Because of motherfucker Sushil Chetri.
Me 3 times. And I ran away. Like
so this motherfucker, you see what they say, right? Suspect shot at him. So this motherfucker this nigga Everton tried to kill this nigga. He tried, he was just unsuccessful. But I'm just saying, that's your name in the movie. Suspect shot at him.
3 times. And I ran away.
As soon as Baltimore County officers arrived, they quickly shot and killed the armed suspect, allowing firefighters to
look at that fucking house, man.
And they took decisive action. And, to me, they're heroes.
3 people were killed. One of them, a Nepali man from California, who had just moved into his house.
Let me tell you something. This ain't no house standing off by itself. These are townhomes. When your shit burning like that, that's a real fucking fire. This ain't no grease fire set up. That's some motherfucking explosive type shit. Explosive. Yo, what up, BKC? I'm just saying. That shit is crazy. Look at that shit. That is literally what you call a fucking inferno. BKC said that home get put into a Dulo twist. Hell yeah, that home was in a Dulo twist like a motherfucker. But that's a real goddamn fire. That nigga blew his house up. We ain't talking about I just set it on fire and then I ran out. No, this motherfucker blew the motherfucker up. Yes, he went explosive.
Week ago.
Unfortunately, this happened with an unfortunate reason. This has to come to an end. I'm so sorry for the lives who were lost.
Right.
And as you
look at that, they had to demolish the motherfucker.
Pile of debris behind me. No word on when it will be cleared. This as police have yet to identify any of the victims in this case. Live in Woodlawn, I'm Trey Ward, WBAL TV, 11 News.
This motherfucker straight Looney Tunes, nigga. And it's like the fact, and all I'm saying is to do that to your house to where they literally had to tear the motherfucker down. Like, there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do. Tear the motherfucker down. That's it. That's what we gonna do, man. Can we get it? No. Tear the motherfucker down. We just gonna have to rebuild this motherfucker from scratch. That shit is insane to have lived with somebody like this for 25 years. And it's like, if I'm living next to a motherfucker like this and I see the interactions with the police, I see how this, because I'm about to show you the real shit and to just prove what I'm saying, and going back and forth with this nigga over the years with different neighbors and he on that wild crazy shit. That's a nigga I put into, I might have to shoot him Rolodex. That nigga goes into the I might have to shoot him Rolodex. Straight up. And if you want to chat over here, please click on the link here and come over to the other channel, subscribe there so I can see your comments, because I got the other one. The other chat is small on the relationship rehab, so I really can't read that one. The one I got on my screen is the United Guns of America. So come on over there and make sure you subscribe, and then you can chat and I can see what you're asking me and talking to me about. But that motherfucker there is a motherfucker you put into your I might have to shoot this motherfucker one day Rolodex. It's plenty of people like that. And it's just like when you have crazy motherfuckers at the job. Most of the time, when you have a crazy motherfucker, he said they were interviewing the Great Tiger. You ain't shit, BKC. You get that? Oh, shit. Oh, damn, I didn't have it in there. I thought I had my punch-out shit in there. God damn it, I'm going to put it in there. But anyway, when you have to deal with people at your job, when you hear them people talk about, boy, I'm going to kill me a motherfucker up in here. Man, stop thinking these people are fucking playing. Take them for their word. Don't think, and I'm not saying that you got to go and put your gun on, pull a gun on a motherfucker, but that's a motherfucker you put into the, I might have to shoot this motherfucker Rolodex. One day, this nigga might wild out and I might have to shoot this motherfucker. I'm telling you, because you never know what is the final straw for somebody. You never know. One day, this motherfucker just gonna be like, fuck it, and everybody gotta go. And when that happens, what do you do? What do you do? Yes, K Business Podcast. Yes, that motherfucker do. He crazy than a motherfucker, and he got his own channel. This nigga got a YouTube channel. I'm gonna show you the shit too before we go, but you gonna see it. But it's like when you thinking about that kind of stuff, those are the kind of things that you got to put into your mind, because you never know. Those people at the post office shootings, UPS shootings, that one I did a little while ago, these motherfuckers get pushed to the limit, whether it's something at home or whether it's something at work. And once they say fuck it, that's it. And it only takes a matter of seconds for somebody to change motherfuckers' lives and stop people's clocks for good. That's all it does. It's all it takes. Boom. I show up to work and get out my motherfucking car, come into the motherfucking office building where I see everybody in the same area every goddamn day, and I just start shooting. It ain't shit y'all can do. Unless you got a gun to shoot back, only thing you can do is hide and hope for the best. That's it. I got to do this for my man BKC.
My neighbor, who lives in front, he was running to his house for his life.
Neighbors left terrorized and shocked. As crews work to clean up the devastation left behind. The tragedy.
We never had an instance.
He want to.
Such trauma like this today.
That unfolded
No, his name
Saturday
Dietrich
morning
Mary,
at the
no, he
Parkview
ain't.
Crossing townhomes in Woodlawn. Police telling us it was at the hands of 56-year-old Everton Brown.
He walked around like political hatred. And
all right, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this thing and see what really happened and see how it all went down. But I'm just telling you, you gotta have that in your mind, especially for those of us that are sheepdogs, especially for those of us that carry their guns. It's like, this is the kind of shit where it can go down on your block one day and you don't even know it, but you gotta be prepared for it. You really do. Because once the shit starts, you're talking about anywhere between a 2 to maybe 6-minute response time. Depending on where you living, depending on how many police officers are on duty, there's a lot of time that occurs for you to actually get on, for a police officer to get on scene in a situation like this. Now, you got a motherfucker trying to break in your house. Yeah, you got some time. But when you have a motherfucker that like just come right at your ass, I'm coming to kill you, it's seconds. And the police cannot save you. It's impossible for the police to come and save your ass. Y'all remember that story I did about the boyfriend who came home, who was with the girl who had split up with her boyfriend or her man or whatever, and she was at the house and she had called the police to come to the house with her to get her shit. And she was like, yeah, he got guns. Yeah, he crazy than a motherfucker. That's why I called y'all. But those guys didn't realize he had a fucking camera, a webcam doorbell joint. And he saw that bitch come to the house. And that nigga said, fuck it. He came to the house and came in shooting. And the police wasn't expecting that nigga. And it's like, what do? You have seconds. And it's like, they had guns. And he was still in that motherfucker. I think he shot one of the motherfucking cops. But it's like when you have those situations, that's why I'm such a person who is he was like a security guard, Calvin, right? He was like a security guard or some shit like that, or some type of constable or something. But it's like those people that have those situations, you only have seconds to respond. And when your ass is back is against the wall and you looking at a down a barrel of a gun, or you on the other end of a fucking pipe or a bat, or a nigga got a knife, what are you gonna do? Hope for the best. And that's why I tell people all the time, just because you carry a gun don't mean ain't shit gonna happen to you, but it increases your ability to respond to save your life. That's it, and that's all. So let's go. Now, this is one of those things where I wanted people to see how, this is where you really get to see how shit unfolds and what's happening in real time with not just the people who are in it, but the officers that are responding, the dispatcher that's giving the information and putting in the call. And that's why I always give a shout out and the utmost respect to dispatchers, especially the really good ones, because they have the ability to stay calm. They have the ability to transmit correct and accurate information to these police officers as we're arriving on scene to know what's happening and who we are looking for. No, you ain't, cuz you right on time. Make sure you come over to my other channel though, because I can't see your comments this way. So come on over here. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get it. So this is the actual body cam footage of the police officers and the dispatch call of what happened to what we just saw.
Triple murder and fatal police involved shooting that occurred in the 7500 block of Maury Road on May 8th, 2021. You're about to see body-worn camera video and hear 911 and police dispatch communications, so you have a better understanding of what occurred. A word of caution, the images and information you're about to see may be disturbing.
Baltimore County 911 with
Check
the
this
address
out.
of the emergency. I have this nearby Kelly's Court and Campwell Road.
Yes, and actually...
Can y'all hear this good?
Court address is closer to
No, I think I
where
can turn it up a little bit.
something is going on. It jarred me out of bed. Somebody banging in somebody's front door, and then I just heard 3 gunshots. I see a man standing in the door posed with a weapon in his hand, and I don't know what he did to get in there, because it jarred me out of bed, and I'm about 3 or 4 doors down.
Okay, and just give me that location again to make sure I have it correctly.
My address is... You can't miss it when you come up the street, though, because, like I said, I don't know what he did to get in there. I was sound asleep, and it just jarred me out of my bed.
Yes, ma'am. Can you give me a description of him?
I couldn't see him from here.
Couldn't see him.
Once I saw him with the gun, and I came back in the house and locked my door.
Okay. Well, we do got a calling system for that. We got help on the way there, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I hear some... You there?
Yes, ma'am. I'm
Here we go.
Because I hear somebody screaming now. A woman screaming.
And your name, ma'am? All right, and Miss, what number you calling me from? Okay, do you see anything else, ma'am?
I closed my door.
Okay.
I can't look out there. I just.
And how many shots did you hear, ma'am?
I think 3.
And do you? Okay, yeah, 'cause we got several calls in there for that.
Yep.
And I think it is a house. There's a house where the man has signs all over his house that the FBI is after me, and we've known for years that he has a mental health problem. And
Did you hear that? We've known for years that this person's had a mental health problem. And all I'm saying, and that's why I keep saying what I'm saying, we got to find a way to get these resources. We have to put a demand on our politicians to get these kind of resources in place. And not just for us. My thing would be this. Our veterans, our mentally ill, and our homeless people, we need to figure out a way to do something for them. We just do. So it's like when you have this kind of stuff happening, and just from a neighbor perspective, when you got this kind of stuff in your neighborhood, you got to put these people on your radar. You got to be watching out for these people because, like they say in the movie, any given Sunday, any given fucking day, this shit can go down, and that's it. And once it goes down, when it's on, it's on. When it's on, it's on. And the only thing that you have is your own ability to protect and defend your own self. That responsibility ain't nobody else's but yours. And you have to be able to address these types of threats when they do occur. They knew this motherfucker was crazy for years and didn't do shit. Hoping for the best and calling the police. Hoping for the best and calling the police. Hoping for the best and calling the police. Now when this motherfucker goes on his murdering spree, now it's, oh man, how did this happen? This shouldn't have never happened. Y'all shouldn't have never let this shit happen. Hey, look here, crazy motherfucking Everton. Man, you better stop this shit because I don't want to have to shoot your ass one day. Real talk.
I think that is the house.
Okay.
Signs all over his truck and on the front of his house. But he's never been trouble in the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. But I did just hear 3 gunshots and somebody screaming.
See?
I don't know what he did to break that door down because it shook my whole house.
Okay. All right. Because we do got help on the way there, ma'am. Okay? Just keep your doors and windows locked, okay?
Okay. There's
all right.
2 more gunshots.
Okay, yeah, we got the fire department help on the way, okay?
Okay.
All right.
More gunshots. Sounds like he's just shooting up the block.
Shout out to my man Bolo. Hit your boy with $5. Appreciate you, brother.
Okay.
All right.
And shout out to my man Braden. Hit your boy with $5 as well. Thank you. Boom.
Baltimore County.
And you see what time this is. 6:39 in the motherfucking morning. Nigga, it's too early to be this crazy. I'm just saying. Nigga, it's too early to be this goddamn crazy, man. We gotta put that crazy on the time frame or something, man. You gotta be on a clock. Can't start going crazy until after 10 o'clock. Between the hours of 10 and 7. That's it. You can't be, hey, man. Hey, hold on, man. It's only 8:30, man. Take that crazy shit back in the house. Oh, damn, it's only 8:30. Oh, my bad. All right, I'll be back out in an hour and a half. That's what you got to do, man. Who the fuck wants to wake up to this shit? But that's what happens. You can't put no fucking set calendar date on crazy. Hey, man, you can only go crazy on Saturdays, man. It's Tuesday. Oh, damn, that's right. People got to go to work, don't they? Yeah. Shit is crazy, man. Nigga.
What is the address of the emergency?
Shout out to King Ramon. Hit your boy with $5. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Hello? Baltimore County 911. What is the address of the emergency?
We just had a house blow up, and the house next to it is on fire. It's on
a house limit. A house exploded?
When I first heard that, I said, it's on Maury. I said, God damn, how did she get on Maury? It's on Maury Road. The house that got blown up. We done had a house get blown up, and the house is the next to it is on fire. It's on Maury Road. And 911, it's like, wait a minute, the house exploded. This ain't average nigga shit on a goddamn sort of 6:39 in the morning. What the hell is going on? Shout out to my man Mike Sims. Did your boy with $5? Appreciate you. She like, wait a minute, a house exploded? Yes, bitch. The house done exploded in this motherfucker. This nigga Everton done went crazy and they done blew up the house. That's what she said.
Yes. Okay, what's
Yes.
the address?
This bitch.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Okay, what's the closest intersection?
Fairbrooke and Johnny Cake Road.
Who the fuck is naming these streets in Baltimore? What the fuck is going on in Baltimore? What the fuck? Maury Road, Johnny Cake Road. What the fuck kind of roads are these? We on Fairbrook and Johnny Cake Road, baby. Come on out here, we kicking it. Oh my goodness. Hey, click that like button, everybody that's watching. I appreciate y'all, man. Click that like button.
Murray Road.
Murray.
Road. Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Maury, bitch. Maury. I'm on Maury Road, bitch. We are the residents. You are not a resident. When it comes to 56-year-old Everton Brown, you are crazy. These motherfuckers, man.
Deep breath for me, okay?
Oh my gosh, all we heard was pop, 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 and then the house blew up.
Okay, sorry. And Murray?
All we heard was pop, pop, pop. Then the house blew up. We was in the house and all we heard was pop, 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 pop. Boom, 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 boom. Pop, 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 pop. Boom, 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 boom. They was chilling in the house listening to some Erykah Badu, and all they heard was pop, 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 pop. And then the house blew up. We was just listening to pop, 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 pop. So pack light. That nigga's crazy, walking around like that, talking all that shit like that. I bet nobody ever told you that I might have to shoot you. It's you, yes you, you crazy fool. One day, all that crazy gon' get your ass slayed. I said one day, all that crazy gon' get your ass slayed. So pack light. Listen, you know, old Everton has gone on to
the upper room with Jesus.
Ay, shit, I know.
Road, what's the closest intersection to where the house is?
Oh.
Kelly's Lane.
Kelly's Lane. Okay, so we got fucking Fairbrook, Maury Road. What was the other one? What was the other crazy one? We said Maury Road, Fairbrook, and what's the other crazy one? I forgot. God damn it. Somebody will tell me. Johnny Cake, thank you. Johnny Cake Road, now we on Kelly's Lane. Whatever happened to just regular street names? Like Western. Halstead. You know, I'm on Main Street. 2nd Street. 7th Street. Chelsea Avenue. Danny Thomas. Whatever happened to those names? Michigan. State Street. Yeah, I'm on Cheesecake Lane and Tapioca. What, bitch? Who naming these streets?
Yeah, okay. Kelly's Court. Okay. I'm sorry. It's Kelly's Court. Kelly's Court.
Kelly's Court.
Is Murray Road, and the second house is on fire.
The second house is on fire. That's that Baltimore.
I'm so sorry, but the house is burning really bad. Okay, take a deep breath for me, okay? And there's one guy who lives in there. Oh my God, we don't see him. We don't see him.
We don't see him.
All right, and just repeat that question back to make sure that I have it correct. We heard the gun. We heard gunfire. Okay. Oh.
Boy, I tell you, I'm tripping just because people are under so much stress. But the way that people be sounding with shit going down, that shit is, we heard the gun. We heard gunfire. Shout out to Brandy and your boy with $20. Thank you. My man Billy Goat hit me with 3. Brandy, what the fuck is wrong with your people here? Why haven't y'all taken care of people like Everton Brown? God damn.
Okay, what's your name? My name is...
They redacted that.
I just so happen to be in the house.
In the house.
I just so happen to be... Okay, Miss, I need you to listen to me for 1 second. I know you're upset.
She said she really is. See, dispatchers really want to say, bitch, bitch, breathe. I need you to listen to me, but they can't do that. So they trying to be professional.
Okay. I want to make sure I heard you. You said you heard gunfire and then a house exploded and it's on fire. Yes. Yes. And there's a victim on the ground. Who's got a victim on the ground shot? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Here's one. You got a nigga down. Press 1. One nigga's down so far. Press 1. I ain't shit. Boy, I tell you, I ain't shit. I know. I know it.
We got a victim on the ground. Okay. A female, and she's got blood all in front of her. Okay. Is she breathing? I don't know. She's just lying on the ground. Okay. She doesn't look like she's moving. She's not moving. She's not moving. Okay. We got help. We got a lot of help coming to you. Okay. What's the phone number that you're calling from? My daughter's phone number. Okay.
Now look, in all of this time, you got about this is roughly about 4 to 5 minutes that have passed of all this shit that's going on. These are different. It's 2 different calls, but it's about 3 to 4 minutes. No, it's about 4 minutes that done passed. Yeah.
It's the gas. Oh.
It's
and do you see anybody with the gun? There's a man over here. There's gunfire. We got gunfire. With the guy who's living in the house. Miss, I need you to get to safety right now.
Bitch, get to safety right now. Duck down.
Miss, I need you to get in the house, close the door, and duck below the windows. He blew up his house. I understand that he blew up his house, but I need you to get to safety right now.
She don't want to go inside. You know why? Because she wants to see the movie. She want to watch. I can't just go inside. This shit is so exciting. I need to go live, bitch. Don't be trying to get me to go in the house. You know how many likes I'm going to get when I get this shit going? Hang on.
Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm.
He shot the baby. He shot the baby? He shot a lady, and then he came back out shooting again, and he's still holding a gun. He's still holding a gun. He's still holding a gun. Okay, what race is the man that's holding the gun? The guy who lives...
What? Bitch, you know what race this nigga is. You got niggas on the phone. You got niggas that done blew a house and blew up. You know what race this motherfucker is. Don't play stupid. She should have been like, and look, I'm going to say this. I wish we lived in a world where we could just say, ma'am, is he black? That's the type of America I want to live in. Ma'am, you say you got what? You have a person on top of a building and he shot 7 people and he has a long rifle. Ma'am, is he white? You say you have a man driving a bulldozer into the IRS building downtown. Ma'am, is he white? Ma'am, you said what? There's a man who's digging a tunnel under the wall at the border. Ma'am, is he Mexican? That's what we need to be able to say. You knew goddamn well this nigga done blew up a house and he's shooting people, going back and forth, and you got black people calling in. You know he black. She knew that shit. She just had to say it for the record.
And the house that blew up.
Is he black, white, Hispanic, or Asian?
I'm sorry, what you say?
Is he black, white, Asian?
Bitch, is he black?
He's a black male.
Black male?
In his late, yes, probably in his late 50s.
Late 50s?
And he's holding, yes,
He an old
he holds
nigga.
a gun in his hand, and he's wearing all black, and he's standing in front of his house while it's burning.
Okay.
Standing in front of his house while it's burning. Like Michael Jackson with his shirt thrown back in the wind like, oh! Oh! You know the Dirty Diana? Dirty Diana! No! He got that shit going. Just come on! These niggas.
Listen, do you have any victims do you see on the ground out there, Miss?
Yeah, there's a lady laying on the ground by a car. She's not moving.
Okay.
The police is here.
The police are there?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and disconnect and talk to the officers, okay?
I can't. He's shooting the police.
It said I can't. How the fuck you can't, bitch? She is like such. This is one of the bravest black women ever. I can't. I have to give you this play-by-play commentary, bitch. I'm gonna be famous off this shit. And bitch said, I can't. What? I go ahead and talk to the police. I can't. What? If you don't get your black ass off of this motherfucking phone, bitch. If you don't get your black ass off of this motherfucking phone, bitch. I can't.
He's a black male.
Black male?
In his late, yes, probably in his late 50s.
Late 50s?
And he's holding, yes, and he holds a gun in his hand, and he's wearing all black.
Black gloves, black mask, black shirt, black
Okay.
pants, blue
Now listen,
shirt.
do you have any victims do you see on the ground out there, Miss?
Yeah, there's a lady laying on the ground by a car. She's not moving.
Okay.
The police is here.
The police are there?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and disconnect and talk to the officers, okay?
I can't. He's shooting the police. He's shooting.
He shot the cop?
He's shot at the police.
That's why she said she can't go talk to the police, because she looked the police by that nigga. She's like, bitch, I ain't going over there by them nigga, police by them niggas. That crazy nigga, I ain't going over there, bitch. I can't. That's what she meant. Let me tell you something. That bitch smart. She know what the fuck is going down. And she like, nah, fuck that. Like, go on ahead and get off the phone and go talk to the police. Bitch, I can't. He over here by that crazy nigga. I ain't going over there. That bitch know what's good for her. She like, look, I'm not going to be like this other bitch that's already laid down by the car. You go ahead. I'm staying right here where I'm at. Fuck that.
Okay.
Oh, God. I can't stand by my window. He's shooting at the police.
Who's that creeping in my window? Pow. Everton Brown. Who's that shooting by my window? Pow. Everton Brown. Bow, ba-dum, bow, bow. Bow, ba-dum, bow, bow. when this nigga goes crazy at 6:30 in the morning, what you gonna do? Y'all niggas under the my dad, that goody Bob.
Oh. He shot at the police. Oh, God.
Okay.
They shot him. They shot him.
They shot the man?
Yes.
Goddamn right.
He didn't matter. He act like he's down. He still shoots. I'm sorry. I gotta get away from my window.
That bitch said, I gotta get away from my window. That bitch, you know why she got away from that window? Because she didn't want to.
The upper room with Jesus.
She didn't want to get away. She didn't want to go to the upper room. She like, nah, fuck that. I'm too close to this nigga. This nigga is letting freedom ring from the hole in his Glock for fucking off Rodney King. This bitch is smart. She like, no, I got to get low. She like, I got to get low, goddammit. No, Lord, they ain't gonna get me. Might have choked Artie, but it ain't gonna choke Stymie.
I need you to stay in safety, okay? Are you below the windows?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's okay. I need you to take a deep breath, okay? Is anybody in your home injured?
No, we're fine.
Okay.
We're fine. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, how many victims do you see on the ground?
Thank you for getting help here. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
You're
you,
welcome,
ma'am.
Take a deep breath, okay?
Thank you.
Oh, defund the police, motherfucker. That bitch don't want to defund them police, not do she? She like, thank you, man, for getting help here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, ice cream man. Thank you. Thank you, ice cream man. That bitch is grateful. It's a very subtle thing when you see a black woman grateful, but this bitch is grateful. She like, I understand why we need the police, because of this crazy ass nigga across the street here. We need these police officers. You see how quick they came and dispatched this nigga? Hey, we need to double our efforts and our forces.
Thank you.
Okay.
226, 227.
My goodness.
225, and a canine on the channel. It's going to be a weapons call.
Now what that means is, do we got any dogs for this nigga? That's what they asking for. Them numbers 226, 227, 225. Any canine on the channel. That's his bitch calling for help. She needs to send them units over there. We need people over here now. This shit is fucked up. Y'all got a dog? Is there a bull on the channel? Is anybody got any cats? We got any bobcats? Do we have any lions? Any bears? Anybody got any bears? Can somebody please find out where Dewey is? We need Dewey the bear over at this address over on Johnny Cake Avenue. Help! Send everybody. Do we have a rhino on today? Is the rhino unit available? Let's get all the animals over here for this crazy nigga.
Murray Road, off of Kelly's and Cantwell. Said the male shooting at the neighbor at.
Boy.
10-4, supervisor on the channel. 10-4. We're also getting a structure fire in for that.
Right. So let me explain something to y'all too on how dispatch works. So usually on a call, especially like this, you'll have a dispatcher talking to the person, right? Then you got another dispatcher that's listening to that dispatcher talk to that person so she can hear that call, but she's dispatching the police. So she knows she can't hear that motherfucker. She can hear her and she can talk to her, to the other dispatcher, but she's not on that call like, yeah, you got this, yeah, and they got, oh, wait, hey, I need you to. They're not doing that. So she can hear it. So she's routing fire. She's routing police. She's talking to the police. So this is that other person, dispatchers, telling them like, hey, we got the rhino. We got a giraffe. Can somebody send a giraffe over here? We need everything we got over to this motherfucker. Right, any T-Rexes, whatever you got, send it over there. Can I get Grimlock and the other Dinobots to this location, please? Are the Decepticons, any Decepticons available? Can I get Devastator? Can somebody please have Devastator assemble and get over here to this address? Because shit is going down.
Walker Murray. Car heard popping noises and then heard a boom and then saying a house is on fire. They're saying it was 7 shots, a handgun in reference to the first call that came in, and then we're getting a call for Kelly's Court for an explosion and Kimberly Court and Murray for an explosion. All right, in reference to the first call that came in for Murray, is advising that she hears a female screaming. Advised that they heard 3 shots at a male who lives at location. Hospital has a mental health disorder and has fines advising that the FBI is after him. And they also heard the explosion. It sounded like shake.
So that's very critical. That's critical information when you roll into something like that, because now I know if a motherfucker's talking about the FBI after him, motherfucker house is on fire, I know I'm dealing with a crazy motherfucker off bat. Like, fuck that. This dude is crazy. I got gunshots. I got somebody who's down already. And I got motherfucking this dude talking about they know he's mentally ill, and this motherfucker is talking about the FBI after him. I know I got a crazy motherfucker. However, here's the other part. It could be that one of these officers that's rolling over here knows this address and knows exactly who this is. This is why it's so important when you have seasoned police officers that work in a particular community for so long. You begin to know the addresses. You begin to know the lay of the land. So when you hear that address, 3319 Johnny Cake Avenue, you like, oh shit, that's Everton crazy ass. So it's like, that's good, as opposed to having some rookie who may not know who the fuck Everton is. This is why it's so important. Like when I was talking about one of the improvements that police departments need to have, you need to have a large majority of your police officers that are in their districts that they're working in. They need to be living there. I probably see it like anywhere between 60%. About 60% of your police officers that's in a particular community should have to live in that community. That's just that should just be one of those things. And even if you got to incentivize it some kind of way, you know what I'm saying? You take off half of their property taxes or something like that. That would be an incentive, or no property tax. I don't know. But those people that are serving in their communities and that are working in their communities, they need to live in those communities so that they actually live amongst those people. They know those people. You can see or remember the time when Everton crazy ass started wilding out at the goddamn Costco. You can remember when Everton had an episode and was talking that crazy shit at fucking Walmart. You can remember when you saw Everton parked on the side of the road at the motherfucking QT gas station talking that crazy shit. So you know your people in your neighborhood. And not to say that you're going to know everybody, but you will have a very good lay of the land, number one, and you will get to know the good people as well. You know when they call and they say it's somebody else, you be like, oh, this is a good kid. Or you know, hey, this person, I know that person's dad. You know what I'm saying? Or I know that person's family. That shit matters when it comes to policing, because you know a little bit more about who you're dealing with. And therefore, you can make better decisions off of the information that you have previously and the information that you're getting in the moment. So I really do think that they should get back to that. And it used to happen a lot organically. I know back in Chicago, because when they didn't have things like the college degree requirement. So you had people that were coming right out of high school, going to be the police, and they working in their neighborhoods. You had people coming right home from doing 4 years in the military, coming home, going into the police department. You had those people that never really got anything going, was good in college. It was good in high school, but didn't go to college because they blew their knee out, or went to college for 1 year, broke their collarbone.
He broke my collarbone.
And then had to come home and never went back. And those people, though, they came back, but they can come back and be the police. And those people were athletic. They were jocks. They knew a lot of people in their neighborhood and their communities already. And now they are law enforcement. That's the kind of stuff you had happen. You like that collarbone thing? Yeah, I know. But that's what happens. So having that kind of stuff happening in those communities, in your own community, it made more people live in those areas. And you don't necessarily have to live, in the district you living in, but definitely within a certain mile radius. Like in Chicago, if I'm working out of area 2, I can't go past, a 10-mile radius of where I'm working, or a 5-mile radius of where my station is, or I can only go 5 miles outside of my region. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of stuff would have people live there. And like I said, when they live actually in the district they working in, you give them incentives like property tax. That's a great incentive. And I just thought of it because I'm so smart. I'm smart. I'm smart.
Yes, 10-4. They're direct on it.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead because this is just the dispatch. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward because they're just pretty much lining up the people they need out there. And I'm going to get to the actual, here we go, to the actual call. I mean, to them actually arriving. There we go. All right, here we go.
All right, 10 for 3 civilians and 1 suspect. Time is 6:50.
And please click that like button. I appreciate y'all. So Officer Irwin is the first officer to arrive on Murray Road. Our home is already full of engulfed flames. One home is already fully engulfed in flames. So this is dude's actual career. Let me make this a little bigger for y'all so y'all can see. Boom. There we go. Check this out. The suspect is outside next to his vehicle, armed with a loaded handgun. The following is one body camera from P.O. Police Officer C. Irwin, I guess. I guess that's what it is. This is Officer Irwin body cam footage. I don't know what that POFC stands for. Yeah.
Shots fired.
Shit got real quick. This is exactly why I wanted to get to this point. Because here's the thing. When you arrive on the scene, and this is why when people be talking about, why did the police officer put his hand on his gun when he get out the car? Because you don't know what the fuck is happening. You don't know what the fuck is about to go on or what has already transpired. So anytime that a police officer arrives on the scene, something has already happened or something is getting ready to happen, but you don't necessarily know what it is. So that's why when you get to the scene, shit like this can happen. Like it did. And when you look at it, he pulled up. Watch where you see where the house is on fire. Watch how the other police officers pull up. Because they don't know what the fuck is going on and they're literally in harm's way. They're literally in harm's danger and don't even realize it until shit gets to popping off. Shout out to Amazing A with the $5 donation. Appreciate you. But look at how quick shit went left. What do? You don't know where this is coming from. You don't know where the fuck this guy's at. You just showed up, got out the car, bang. There it is. Police officer first class. That's what that stands for. Okay, thanks, Star Manners.
Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Go, 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 go! Move in, move in!
How in the hell you gonna tell a motherfucker to move in and your punk ass is standing back here? I did not like Officer Irwin. This motherfucker didn't know what the fuck he was doing. He was scared, and I get it. How you gonna tell a motherfucker to move in and you don't even know what the fuck is going on? You just pulled up. Move in, move in, move in. Motherfucker, you ain't gonna tell me or send me off on no damn blank mission. Cause that's what we say in the hood, blank mission. Cause your ass don't know, you don't even know what the fuck going on. You just got here. Excited, gung-ho, ain't gonna get your ass shot.
DC!
Look at this shit. Why you ain't moving in? Now, this is something I wanted to point out here. Do you see how far away he is from this house? Okay. This is why police departments, this is another reason why you need to invest in supplying your officers and training your officers with rifles. This is a perfect, and I mean perfect, scenario in where you need a rifle in this situation as opposed to a handgun. Do you see how far this dude is away from the house where this crazy motherfucker at? If you look back here, you see that little white little square? This crazy motherfucker got a sign up on the back of his car, and he's right on the side of that car. That's where he actually is. Yet and still, he said he's letting off rounds. You don't know what the fuck else is back here. You don't know who else is over here, but you're letting off these rounds. And my thing is, this is why you need to have rifles. Number one, you got a rifle with a good optic, a good red dot on it. Perfect. You can see your target better. Number two, you could have a rifle that has a little bit of a variable scope on it. You could actually use that to see exactly where this motherfucker at before you let loose. This, in my opinion, was not a good shot for him to make. I don't believe he should have fired his firearm unless this dude is a fucking crack shot fucking marksman and has the credentials to prove it. I don't think that this was a good opportunity for him to discharge his weapon. I just don't. You are too far away to be accurate. This is why you need to have, and here's my thing. Some police officers, everybody can't be good with a rifle. But if your ass can shoot that rifle, you need to at least have half of your department equipped with rifles. Just for situations like this. Because it would have been great to have 1 or 2 ARs on this scene to pull up to this call. Everybody don't have to have them. I know you may not just be able to afford AR-15s for everybody on the force, but you should at least be able to afford it to where you got a handful every shift. Hey man, you a rifle guy? Okay, I got to make sure I have a rifle. Hey, you got a rifle, right, Jones? Yeah, okay, I got to make sure I got a rifle on every shift. I got to make sure I got 2 rifles on every shift, or we have enough to where we can have, so many rifles on every shift because of this type of shit that goes down.
26, shots fired, subject down.
10-4, shots fired, subject down. 46,
Maureen Kelly's. 1 subject down.
Telling them motherfuckers to move in and his ass ain't went past his car. Boy, stop. Soon as that motherfucker would have been like, Redmond, move in, I'd have been like, shit. Nigga, you move in. Fuck you talking about? You gonna tell me to move in? I don't give a fuck if that was my sergeant. My sergeant tell me to do some dumb shit like that? Yeah, move in. Motherfucker, you move in. You behind me talking about move in. I'd have been like, bring your ass on up here, Irwin. Come on, Irwin, I'll cover you. Yeah, Irwin. I'd be like, Irwin, I'll cover you. Come on up. Like, motherfucker, the fuck you think this is, a movie? Move in. And y'all out here with pistols. Boy, please. You done lost your goddamn mind. Ain't gonna be sending me to the upper room with Jesus.
You pass me. Come on, quick.
See? Look at that. That's what Irwin should have been telling him. Don't drive past the house. Don't come past the house. Come from one end of the block or the other. Do not come in front of the house. He's out in front of the house shooting. Because I'm telling you right now, if crazy ass Everton had any type of a mind, he would have lit them motherfuckers up. Both car number 1, car number 2. He could have lit their ass up. If he had a fucking AK-47 or a fucking AR-15, you'd have probably had a couple of dead officers by now. Because Officer Irwin, he's so concerned about trying to shoot this motherfucker, he's not thinking about the motherfuckers who roll into him. And a lot of times when you on a call like this, or you pull up to a situation that's what we call dynamic like this, that means it's constantly changing, it's constantly moving, ain't no barricaded motherfucker in no room, you have to give information to your fellow officers. And that should have been one of them. Once he got out that car and saw that motherfucker shot from that burning crib or by that car, he should have been like, back up, don't come past the house that's on fire. All units, do not come past the house that it's on fire. The whatchamacallit is out there shooting. He's firing on us now. I just took fire. Shots fired, shots fired. This motherfucker shooting at me. Don't come past the burning house. See that? Now they hauling ass.
He still got the gun. He still got the gun.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little police officers standing out here with no cover. And y'all both pulled up in fucking cars. Why? Why? Why, Claude? Go ahead. What you gonna do, Claude? What you gonna do? Why would you pull up like this? This is the kind of shit where when you see police officers get shot, you can point to certain shit and be like, yeah, that's why this motherfucker got shot. They was being stupid. They wasn't thinking. He should have immediately been like, cover, cover, cover. Because sometimes the adrenaline gets to pumping and you're not making the best decisions. But that's why you need for somebody to be the motherfucker that's in charge that's calling that shit out. Take cover, take cover. You behind cover. You should take cover, you stupid motherfuckers. The fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all trying to get a shot off. Y'all don't know if y'all gonna be able to hit this motherfucker or not. And it's all handguns. Putting everybody at risk. Get your ass behind cover. Cops don't have military training. You right. This is the training I got. You arrive to a shooting, you get cover, and you find out who's in charge. That's what the fuck you do. Because in a situation like at a school for an active shooter or something like that, you got to go in. You can't sit around and fuck around no more. You got to go in. But when you do that, you get out and you running for cover. You ducking behind trees, bushes. You going and moving and shaking, trying to get inside the building so you can move forward. You just don't get out and with all your shit shaking and shit like, shoot me, shoot me, shoot me, shoot me. You don't do that.
He still got the gun.
See, Irwin know how to get little. Look at these motherfuckers. Now watch Irwin ass. Watch Irwin. What kind of stupid shit is this, Officer Irwin? And I'm calling this shit out because this is important. Your gun is up, and there's an officer right next to your ass. Watch. God damn it. See that officer right there? Right? That officer can't see Officer Irwin, can he? He can't see Officer Irwin. And what does Officer Irwin do? Yeah, and go and shoot. And look, you see the dude moving over? He could have fucking shot one of his fellow officers had that guy who was shooting made a sudden move trying to maybe, I don't know, dodge a fucking bullet. Everybody should know that you never shoot. If I'm going to shoot and I'm in front, I'm going to be big baby, I'm going to shoot. I need to be side by side, or I need to be in front in a low position or something to where this motherfucker can account for me. However, if I'm behind, I cannot shoot if a motherfucker's in front of me. That's handgun rule basic 101. Be aware of your target and what's beyond it. What's in front of your gun, you will destroy it. If you're not trying to destroy it, then you don't need to be pointing your gun. I mean, come the fuck on. I know this is a heated situation. And even though with the house on fire, it's still a heated situation. Yes, indeed. But I'm just saying you have to think about that kind of shit. You could have literally shot and killed one of your fellow officers for what fucking reason? That was just total carelessness. You just trying to get your gun off and get into the fight. and you're not being smart about your positioning. Know where the fuck you at and know why you are where the fuck you are before you just start busting caps. That's ridiculous. Unacceptable. Plain and simple. See those guys right there? Side by side. They won't shoot each other. But good old Irwin sneaking up behind them. Watch out.
Push forward, push forward. Show your hands.
Push forward, push forward.
Hands, 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 hands.
Now, do y'all see that sign? This nigga sign says, black people are the tools used to maintain racism. I said, damn, that's a pretty decent sign, man. That lets you know that a motherfucker can be crazy, but not all the way crazy. Hell of a statement. Hell of a statement. That's the sign he got on the back of his car that he ride around with while he getting it. Ride around, he getting it. Black people are the tool used to maintain racism. Let's do it again.
Pull him out. Grab his hand. Pull him out. I'm coming.
Now they done lit his ass up. And I'm gonna show you the officer who lit his ass up. Oh yeah, he on that ground like
He broke my collarbone.
Yeah, he definitely laying there like
He broke my collarbone.
Now this is the other camera. Police officer first class Norton. Now I'm gonna say this. This nigga Norton is the real police. When I see Officer Norton, or when I see police officer first class Norton, what I think of is this.
Y'all can't fuck with the police. Y'all can't fuck with the police. Y'all can't fuck with the police.
He came out on the scene and he went to work. Watch my man. Rolling hard too, boy. And look, you know when I be talking about how that adrenaline is pumping and how you getting amped just because of the sirens going, you heard the shit going over the motherfucking walkie, you see it's going down. This is how it happens. You are amped and you rolling. You ready for action because you know shots fired, motherfuckers is down. You know, it's on and popping. So you rolling and you ready. Watch this motherfucker Norton. Norton, pal, come on down here. I want to show you something. Another reason why I know he excited. Watch how the car is still rolling and he is opening the door, and watch how quick he throw that motherfucker in the park. He just fucks this transmission all the way up. Watch.
For all units, stand by.
Still rolling. Still rolling. Still rolling. Doe, bang. He out here.
Where's he at?
See what I'm saying? He looking for that motherfucker.
Where?
Bam! See how he got that information? And once he gets information, he's repeating information. That's how you roll up on the scene instead of like fucking Officer Irwin talking about press forward, as he's moving back. Motherfucker, your ass doing the Casper slide, talking about to the left one time, to the right one time, slide to the left, slide to the right, back up. Y'all press forward now. Y'all press forward. To the left. Boy, please. Yeah, that Norton antivirus protection. I'll tell you. Watch this motherfucker Norton go to work.
Red truck.
Mm-hmm.
Red truck.
See that? Now, damn it, I did not try to do that. Now, in my opinion, he was just a little too close to him to be letting loose like that. Like, there's a moment where it gets a little close, a little dangerous. But he's still on target. Drop that mag. Bam! Right back in it. There it is. He's down, he's down, he's down. Now that nigga Everton laying down like. That nigga Everton, he done took 1 2 minutes this time. And he laying there talking about to hit that upper room, boy, because he done got that hot shit put on him. He on his way. Like, yeah, he done took too many. Feel his body getting cold.
Go to the ground, go to the ground. Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Hold on. I got it. Watch him. Hold on.
And you see, even in this situation here, when you coming up and you approaching a person like this, you have to look at what? Like I say all the time, the only thing that's going to hurt you is hands. That's what you want to look for. The fact that he's laying on the ground and you can see both of his hands, definitely somebody who can, that's an opportunity to approach that person because you can see their hands. You get backup with you so it ain't just you by yourself, and you can actually look and see what his hands are doing. Don't ever think that when you in a situation like this or a fighting situation, and this ain't just police training, this is across the board. Anytime you get into an altercation, what you want to look for are hands. You see 2 niggas fighting, look at hands. You see 2 motherfuckers arguing, watch their hands. Listen to what they're saying, watch their hands. It's important to listen to the voice and to hear the inflection and the tone and all that kind of shit, but watch a motherfucker hands. Because a person can be standing there talking to you and be just as calm and slowly sliding their hand inside their pocket like, yep, I hear what you're saying, man. Yeah, you right. And bang, bang, bang. Always watch for hands because hands are what will hurt you. Always remember that. A motherfucker talking to you calmly and gonna pull some bullshit, they gotta do it with their hands. A person that's talking like they gonna fuck you up for real, Joe, because you done fuck with the wrong one, y'all got me fucked up, they gonna hurt you with their hands the same way. Always watch for hands.
Hold over. Get him! Lead on! I got it. Yeah, we gotta get more to the house.
See, Norton, like we gotta get him away from the house because the house is a fucking disco inferno. Burn, baby, burn. Dun, 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 dun. Burn, baby, burn. This house is an inferno. Burn, baby, burn. So he's like, let's get him away from the house because the house could just blow the fuck up. The next house could blow the fuck up. You have no idea how bad that is with this shit going the way that it's going. You're not a fireman, so you don't know what the fuck's about to happen. Best thing to do, get him away from the house. Smart move. Like I said, Norton know what the fuck he's doing. He's all over this shit. This is the guy that you want to show up. You want to show up and be the first person on the scene to be in charge because he knows what the fuck to do. Irwin, not so much. There's a big difference. Can you see the difference in how these 2 officers arrived on the scene and how they fucking approached this situation? Lion Tribe said Officer Irwin was playing Call of Duty with his friends before his shift. Exactly. He like, capture the flag. Capture the flag, man. It's domination. Go for the flag. Press. Wait, is that a rifle out there? Hold on. Let me see if that's a rifle. I wonder if this dude that's behind them, if he got a rifle or not. Or if that's even the police or is that a neighbor?
I got
Shit.
Yo, we gotta get more to the house. We gotta get more to the house.
Oh no, that dude, there's an officer there with a rifle. Yeah. There you go. Okay, we got one out there with his late ass. Yeah, there go another one. Like, you late motherfuckers. Where you been? Williams? He says, hey, we got 3 now. We got 3 now.
We got 3 down. Hey, we got 3 down.
Norton is all over this shit, boy. Shout out to Norton.
Who's here? Who's there?
And here's the thing. So once you get that threat subdued, what you want to do is you want to do what he's doing now.
Hey, Beckett! Get out. Don't go in there. Don't go in there.
And the reason why he's telling that, because you don't know what this house gonna do, if it's gonna blow or not. You don't know how much worse it's gonna burn. So that's why they're both trying to get these motherfuckers out. You yelling and screaming, saying, come out, but you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. And this is the part where officers, when you're talking about those guys that run toward danger, that put themselves on the line, put their lives on the line, that house could literally just blow the fuck up right now. It could hit a gas main and could just blow the fuck up. And what? These guys would be dead or severely injured. That's just what happens. And it's like when you're talking about what they put on the line every day, how they sacrifice every day. This is a motherfucking house that's on fire, engulfed in flames. I mean, look, is that the fucking tree that's burning too? It looked like even the goddamn tree is on fire. House is in flames. You got a crazy motherfucker out here with a gun who's shooting at every fucking body for just no reason at all. He's like, I don't give a fuck who I hit. I'm just going to try to hit somebody. And then you got officers like this that run to the threat, take the threat down, and then they go and try to serve those very same people that they're next to and try to get them out of the house. That's what this job is about. And that's why I'm so passionate about talking about this kind of stuff. When people talk that defund the police shit, who the fuck you gonna get to do this? A crisis worker? You think a crisis worker gonna show up to this and know how to respond? Gonna go and knock on doors? Gonna go and tell people to try to get people out and all that kind of shit? Do you really think that's what's gonna happen? I think not. And I ain't hating on a crisis worker, but there's a place, a time and a place for crisis worker. And this ain't the place. Being out here on the streets like this ain't that for them.
Hold on. 20 shot fire.
I believe this is the dude that actually shot this guy. Let me go back a little bit and see if he's the one that actually puts him down. Oh, take it back just a smidgen more. Yeah, I think he was. I definitely think he was one of the ones, because dude is kind of standing up on the side of the truck, it looks like. Look at him using that cover, slicing that pie. Good job, kid. Yeah, he's definitely one of the ones that put rounds on him. Yep. That Glock, boy, I can tell you, boy, that Glock is a motherfucker. Ew-wee. Ew-wee.
Pull him up. I got him. Go. Hold on.
Black people are the tools to maintain racism. I'm telling you, my man was crazy, but that statement he made right there is right. I can't deny you. That shit he said right there, that's some shit. I really I have to acknowledge that shit. That right there is a hell of a statement. Black people are the tool used to maintain racism. Man, that might have to be a show. That just might have to be a show. Are black people the tool used to maintain racism? Should that be a show? Shall I do a show about Reggie? I think I'm gonna have to do that. And it could be a panel thing or whatever the case may be, and motherfuckers can call in and get their points of view. I think we're gonna have to put that on the docket. That's gonna have to be a show, yes. In honor of my man Everton Brown, who was crazy than a motherfucker, but he had a jewel or two to offer up to the community. There it is. And if y'all watching over here in the Relationship Rehab channel and you don't see your comments popped up, that's because we got the Young United Guns of America chat going today. So please click on the link. Let me go ahead and put it in there again. One more again, and go ahead and click on it and come on over to the United Guns of America. I just want to show up the channel, get some subs over there so we can make sure we got this channel up and going in case something should ever happen to my main channel.
What are you, top five? Careful, we need a couple medics out here. 3 people down. 3 people. Get her.
That's right, Jerome. The party is over here.
As of right now, we have the only active shooter. One house is fully engulfed, and we have another one getting on fire now. Huh?
Yeah, buddy.
As of right now, it's just him. We gotta see who lives in the corner house. Hey, boss. Who lives in this house?
Yep. Yeah, those are people that are down. Those blurred images that you see, those are the other people that he's already taken down. He stabbed one and he shot, I think he shot the other 2. Yep. That's exactly what happened. Yeah, and yeah, JC, you're right. Dude was wrong for killing people, but his statement was correct. And that's my thing that I said, earlier. It's like you never know when somebody's going to lose it. And I'm sorry to tell you, but we just live in that kind of a world. We don't know what's going on with people, man. And that's why I'm one of the main proponents of the whole idea of just stop fucking with people. Because you never know. Just like that dude who killed who was outside shoveling and killed his 2 neighbors from across the street. And it was because they was fucking with him. And they just wouldn't stop. Talking shit. Dude and his fucking wife. She talked shit until he killed her. He had already shot the bitch and she was still running her fucking mouth fucking with him. And it's like niggas, and I mean, it's not a thing just with niggas, but white folks too. People love fucking with people until shit goes left. Cause once that dude gets shot, oh my God, help me, he's trying to kill me. Yeah, but you were just fucking with him 4 seconds ago. Why fuck with people like that? The dude who was outside with the shockwave, standing out there, the white boys. And the white boy out there like, don't come any closer. I'm telling you, that white boy was sitting out there with that motherfucking shockwave just like this. And he was like, don't come any closer. I'm telling you, you better back up. You better back the fuck up. Just like the goddamn Onyx album. I'm telling you, back the fuck up. Don't you come any closer. I'm telling you right now, back the fuck up. That's this dude's neighbor. And he just telling them, don't come any closer. And what the fucking dude doing? What you gonna do? You gonna shoot me? You gonna shoot me? Huh? You gonna shoot me? Don't come any closer. I'm telling you, better back the fuck up. And the dude kept on pressing his way. Next thing you know, that motherfucker got too close and it was...
He broke my collarbone.
Mm-hmm. And that motherfucker was laying on the ground talking about... Mm-hmm. And after he got cold, he was...
The upper room with Jesus.
All because you wouldn't stop fucking with people. All because you wouldn't stop fucking with them. You have to learn how to leave people alone because you never know how far somebody is willing to go. Don't fuck with people. You got a problem with a motherfucker? That's what the police are for. That's their job. This motherfucker did this. He on my property. He done did this. He done threw some snow on my land. Call the police, man, and let them sort that shit out. Because when you go and you think you're going to be a badass and you're talking shit to people, you wind up getting fucked up because you ain't ready to go as far as that motherfucker go. I swear to y'all, I think like that every time I walk out my fucking door. Every time I see some shit going down or a motherfucker say, I just think to myself, am I willing to kill this motherfucker over a parking space? Am I willing to argue and get into it with a motherfucker over bumping my car? Am I willing to? You have to think like that because that's where it can go. Just saying. And this is pretty much the end of it. They're knocking on doors and getting people's safety and all that kind of shit, which was good.
Baltimore County Police.
And it's like, you don't know what the fuck else is going on. And that's why he's approaching like with his gun and shit. Because there could be another motherfucker in there ready to shoot a motherfucker too. You have no clue as to what's happening. And he's just trying to yell and hope that he can get a motherfucker out. Because the thing is, it's like you trying to get a motherfucker out. You don't know what's happening with that fire next door. You hear the smoke alarms and all that shit going off. You hoping, but somebody could have failed and broke their arm. Somebody could have been walking down the steps and was nervous once they heard the alarm, fell and
He broke my collarbone.
and they can't get up. And now you don't know, and you might need to help them get out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they did a great job in this aspect of trying to get everybody they could to safety. They really did. They really, really did.
Baltimore County Police. Anybody get here? Get out here.
And now you finally got them showing up. Here's one of the reasons why it's so important to dispatch these motherfuckers as quickly as possible. Trying to talk a motherfucker down and all that kind of shit when you got some shit like this going on, it's because EMS can't do shit and can't approach until it's safe, until it's secure. These motherfuckers, that fire truck could have been a block over, sitting and waiting until they had that motherfucker down. Because if they show up, they could get hurt. They could get shot. And they don't have no fucking vest on. They don't have no fucking weapons. So it's like they have to be prepared for that shit, but they have to be able to be in a secure environment.
Yep. Right? Right?
And it's like now they're doing all this shit, but you got people down. You need EMS. You need fire. You need everything. So check this out. Officer found Sandra Alacote. I think that's her name. Alacote. It sounds like, I hope I said it right. 37, outside suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. Officers also found Sagar Gimmeyer. Or Gimmeyer. Gimmeyer. Outside suffering from gunshot wounds. 2 people shot. Press 2. Ishmael Quintanilla. Ishmael Quintanilla was found outside his Maury Road home suffering from stab and gunshot wounds. These 3 victims died from their injuries. A 4th person was shot outside their home and survived. So 4 was shot, 3 died. And it's like, dude, when you have somebody that just snapped, look at how quick it was that he took these people out. Look how quick he took them down. It was just that it happened that fast. And you can try to say, well, if they didn't have guns in the area, that wouldn't happen. No, because it would have been stabbed. Everton Brown died as he was being transported to the hospital. And it's like, it's just that easily for things to go left. Officers recovered a handgun, knife, and several homemade explosive devices outside the suspect's home, which is how the house blew up. That dude's mind was made the fuck up. Look at the knife. Some old motherfucking Vietnam War type of shit he got sitting up there. Molotov cocktails. Made, ready. Per department policies, the officers who fired their service weapons remain on administrative duty. Yeah, for the little investigation, I think it's like they got so many days they got to be off and they got to get a psyche valve and all that kind of stuff. But this is just one of those things where it's just terrible as to how this unfolded eventually. But it was one of those things where it happened over the years. And it was just until finally he snapped. He finally just snapped. And just like one of the things that JC said, I'm going to read this, and it's important. Actually, JC and Edmund said two great comments. He said that, Brian, from now on, from this day forward, I won't assume all police, he said, is bad, but it should be our bad. to put your life on the line like this willingly deserves respect. You're right. And I'm glad that I was able to point that out and to bring that about for you to make that type of decision, because they all aren't bad. Are there some bad police? Absolutely. But it's way more good than it is bad. That's just the truth. JC said, with the added stress of this pandemic and medical and political leaders along with the mainstream media, all these things going on, and Afghanistan people are on edge as its mental instability is high as fuck. Mental instability is high as fuck. And that's very true. You got to realize there's so much that's going on, and it is stressful. Everybody can't deal with the changes and the things that are going on in the world like you think. And I'm telling you, all of this shit that you see happening, it has an effect on certain people in different ways. And to some people, they begin to despair. They begin to lose hope. They begin to give up. They begin to say, man, the only way I think that I can make it is to do this. They start to go, when you start losing and getting that grip on reality, and when you start to despair and think things aren't going to get better, when you start to give up and you start living under stressful situations consistently, then you begin to make irrational decisions. And it's like, for people like me, not even realizing, I was just talking with somebody at work about this. We were talking about just how certain people, because of what your environment is, how you live at certain stress levels. And a lot of people with PTSD, we don't realize it, but we do. Growing up on the south side of Chicago in the Wild Hunnets, out on the in the West Pullman area, in the Rosen area, there's a certain level that you live on, and there's a certain level of stress that you live under. So it's like, let's just say the normal person's stress level is here, right? And then you have the high end stress level, like, you know, you just can't fucking deal. It's just way too fucked up. But then when you come down to like the middle, there's a stress level, a level of stress there, because it's above the norm, but it's not at the max. It's not at the peak, but it's above the norm. That, when you living in a situation like that, day in and day out, being in the hood, being in the ghetto, it's like being in a war zone to some degree, to where you begin to function on that high level. You ever turn on your car? Think about it like this. You ever turn on your car, especially with an old school car, and you turn it on and you warming it up because it's cold outside, and you know how once you turn the car on, and it's starting up, and you step on the gas, give it some gas, you do that, but then you can actually put your foot on the gas a little bit to take it up to like a high idle, or sometimes you turn on your car and it's already at a high idle and you got to step on the gas to bring it back down to that normal idle. That's what it's like having PTSD in a urban environment. Now you have your guys that are overseas that serve, like, that's going through like this shit that's in Afghanistan, where you turned up, you at a higher level and you're functioning at that level 24/7. But being here, being in a high stress environment like that, you're slightly above the norm. So it's like when you do things, and let me just prove it to you by things like this. You hear gunshots, and when you hear gunshots, you don't get scared. You look around, you duck a little bit, and you look, or you know by the gunshots that it's not very close. So you know you're still okay. So you can go investigate. Whereas if you hear it and it sounds like it's a block over, you're like, oh shit, let me get my shit. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, that's where I'm at, and I don't even, and it's like, I'm so used to it, I don't realize when I'm out and about and I'm walking around, I'm always playing, my tactical awareness is always playing the what if game. What if this dude just started on his hip and just started shooting motherfuckers? What would I go? I'd first grab cover over here, and then I'd try to shoot him from that point. Damn, what if that guy who was just arguing with that other guy, what if he just started shooting at him? Would I get involved? It's like, that's the kind of shit that you think of because you're functioning on that different level of stress and you don't even realize it. And so that means it gives you, and here's the bad part about it, is that your stress level is tuned into that high idle stage, but you also have a shorter fuse before you blow. Good thing for me is that I know that and I understand that, so I do things to keep myself from getting to that level, like not going to certain areas, not going and seeking the motherfucking issues and the drama and all the bullshit. I don't go to Oak Cliff because I know it's gonna be some shit that's gonna pop off, and if it pop off near me, I'm gonna get involved. You know what I'm saying? Right, like my man Rooster. He know exactly what I'm talking about. When you so used to that hood shit to where it's what you function in. So when you do go out to the burbs, when you do go out to the country, when you do go somewhere where it ain't no hint or sign of that hood life or that violence, you now feel out of place because you're revved up a little bit more than what the average person is. You got some rich friends and you in a ritzy part of the city or you in a ritzy neighborhood where motherfuckers got money and you hear pop, pop, pop. Your friends gonna be like, oh, they're popping fireworks. You gonna be like, damn, these niggas busting out here? That's the difference. That's the difference. Because you're so used to being at this particular level of stress, you're past the, oh, it could just be a firework. Oh, I wonder what that pop is. It may be a balloon that popped. You're past that already. You know what it is. You instantly turned on. Not turned on like you hot, like you're horny, but you turned up. Like, yeah, shit, it's going down. That's the way that works. So it's like you have to realize that so that you can keep that under control. Don't put yourself in situations where that stress level can turn the fuck up and you have to do some shit that you don't want to do. Keep yourself out of environments that do that shit. Like I tell niggas all the time, especially niggas that's my age. Nigga, we too old to be going to the hood. We too old to be going back to the hood because of how we are. Right. See what I'm saying? My man Rooster said, went down to Mississippi where the population was 400, didn't know how to act. It's quiet. When you go somewhere and you actually get the true meaning of being in God's country, where it's just peaceful, it's nature. You can hear the water, the brook, the babbling brook, the birds. Ain't no motherfucker coming down the street with some 15s banging in their trunk with their trunk rattling and shit. You don't hear that. That shit is fucks with your head because you looking like, what the fuck? Or you hear niggas be like, man, they slow down there. It's slow. It's too slow for me. Too motherfucking quiet for me. How the fuck can something just be too quiet? If you can't enjoy peace and quiet, something wrong with you. I love being able to be in that moment. I function in the city. I'm a sitting boy for the most part, but I can absolutely function, let my guard down, be cool. I still got my gun on me, but I can be cool, calm, and be like, man, I can chill out here. I ain't got to worry about no niggas rolling up talking about give me your shit. That's one of the reasons why one of the things I want to do in the next coming year, I want to do two things. I want to go fishing on a houseboat and I want to go camping. I want to go out into the woods. Now I'm going to go out there strapped like a motherfucker. I'm taking all my shit. I'm gonna go out there strapped, but I want to go out there just so that I can get that experience of the peace and quiet. Being on a houseboat and ain't doing shit but smoking cigars and fishing. Throwing something on the grill and eating and just having that environment. Like, I can do that now. I can go outside and chill and shit, but having that type of experience in that type of environment where it ain't nothing but you in the water. It ain't nothing but you being out in the woods. My worst case scenario is that some bear come along and I lay that bear down with my motherfucking rifle. Lay that bobcat down with my rifle. I'm fine with that, but I'm just saying, being out in that type of environment, it does something good for you. I don't know why I'm talking about this shit now, but I'm just giving that example of saying people that are in these high stressful situations, people that are out here in these, right, like Montana, oh my God. You know, I'm going to tell you, Montana, Wyoming, I didn't realize how beautiful those places were until I saw Kanye West out there for Montana, because he got property out there, or is that Wyoming? Nope, it's Wyoming. Because of the I saw the TV show Yellowstone. If y'all get to see that, it got Kevin Costner in it. Good fucking TV show. But watching Yellowstone, I saw how fucking amazingly beautiful it is. Truly what they mean by God's country. This is God's country. This is God's country here, man. I mean, it's just beautiful, amazing. I would absolutely want to visit Montana. I would absolutely want to visit a Wyoming. Just to be out in nature like that, to get a different experience. And that's what I'm telling people. You know, niggas, we want to go somewhere. Niggas want to go kick it. They want to go to Miami. Nigga, that ain't no fucking vacation. That's going out of town. Nigga want to go, I'm going to go out here to LA. Nigga, that ain't vacationing. That's going out of town. I go to Vegas. You going out of town. Go somewhere foreign to you. Somewhere where the environment is foreign. Nigga, I'm going down to Louisiana, New Orleans. Nigga, you going out of town. Go somewhere like a Yellowstone. Go somewhere like the fucking Caribbean. Go somewhere where you got to get a stamp on your fucking passport to go there. That's going on vacation. Getting your ass in a car and drive, or getting your ass on a plane and flying to Miami for 4 days ain't no fucking vacation. Nigga, you going out of town. Right, I want to go to Asia. I want to do that just for the experience. That's exactly what I want. I want to go to Colorado. You know what I'm saying? It's like I want a different environment to experience. Not just going to party in one city, get drunk, go to the strip club. Man, them strip clubs in Miami, Joe. Man, please. But that's the thing that you need to do. Give yourself a different experience so you can understand that there's more to life than just what you live in. Even though that's your primary, you still know how to get away. You still know why you need to get away. That's important. Those are the things that will give you when you say, man, I'm just so tired. I'm stressed out. Same old shit. That's when you need to go and recharge. You need to go and relax, not do a goddamn thing. And then you can come back to this shit. I hadn't been on vacation in fucking 3 years? Last time I went on vacation was 2018 when I first moved to Texas. And just in being in my new job, trying to get my family here and all that shit, we hadn't been on vacation for 3 years until May. We finally broke the curse. And we went to Los Cabos for 7 days. Beautiful time. Great time. Enjoyed my wife. We had a great time together, and we realized, like, man, we ain't gonna let this shit happen no more unless we move to another state or something. We ain't doing that no time goddamn soon. But we getting back to that. Man. We used to go somewhere at least once or twice a year, and even like with my fellas, going on a man trip, hanging out with the fellas. That shit means something. That shit matters. Talking to your homies, man, about childhood shit, about life shit, where you at as a man, you need that time. Iron sharpens iron. You know what I'm saying? That shit matters. Wife going out on vacation with her sisters and kicking it with her friends for a week. That shit matters. You have to be able to do that shit for your own personal peace. So, I don't know how we got there, but that's a great way to end it. I'm telling you like this, I really wish that we can address this homeless problem. Our politicians need to address this mental health issue, this mental health problem, and they need to address our veterans. We need to take the best care possible of these people. We do. And I'm not saying just to give them a bunch of free shit. Well, the veterans, they should, because they put their shit on the line. But homeless people, man, you can put some homeless people to work. A lot of these homeless people are just homeless because they can't function. And some of them are homeless just because they don't have the mental capacity to actually do the day in, day out shit that it takes to maintain a life to where you can be self-sufficient, which is why you need community. Which is why you need to be able to put them in a community where y'all get your ass up and farm for a few hours and you give them the basic shit. They ain't got to have motherfucking high-speed internet and Xbox. But to have a simple place where they can go live, barracks, out on a couple of acres of land, have some barracks, have some farmland, take care of yourself, give them a basin, some shit where you got a kitchen and shit like that. Everybody come do their part. You got a cleaning crew, you got a farming crew, you got a fucking cooking crew, and that's what you do. And you help those people. A few of those people might need some fucking medication or whatever. Get it to them. Other than have them make some shit. Motherfucker, your ass gonna be here living free. You living off the land. Make something to help, sell shit or give shit to society. Make rugs or some shit. I don't know. We too fucking smart in this country. There's too many smart brains in this country to not figure that out. We should. Because at the end of the day, what matters most is each other. These politicians can be held accountable, and they should be. And right now, all of our politicians, or the greater majority of them, the ones that actually have a lot of power, are in the back pockets of these fucking corporations across the country. America has been bought and sold to these corporations. And all they doing is siphoning as much fucking money off of the everyday working man and taking advantage of the everyday working man as much as possible. And that shit needs to stop. So, shout out to these officers. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Y'all be sure to leave me your comments. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know if y'all got any ideas about this. And man, I appreciate you guys coming through tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for all the donations. And thank you to everybody that went over to the United Guns of America channel and checked out the chat from there. It wasn't too bad. I think what I'm going to start doing, just to, like I said, I want to really beef that channel up and get some more subs over there. I think that when I do shows like this, when I got both channels up, then I'll have that chat over here in the comment section. That'll be the main comment section. But other than that, when I'm not broadcasting on that channel, then I'll just have it where we just doing what we normally do with the straight up relationship rehab chat. So shout out to everybody over in the chat. I appreciate you all in both chats. Thank you all for coming over to both sides of the game. Thank you all for all of the donations. I love you guys. Till next time, peace. Oh wait, let me check and make sure that some people could have donated on the PayPal. I don't want to forget them because they matter too. Hold on. Hold up. Wait. Let's see who the last donation was. Nope, it was just Nancy Miller. Oh, nope. Yeah, it was. It was just Nancy Miller. She was the last one. Okay, cool. All right, guys. Thank you all so much. I love y'all. Peace. Y'all have a good night. Thank you to all my mods. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the show. Click that like button, click that subscribe button, and still click that donate button on the replay. Peace, and I'm out.
Your boy. Peace, and I'm out.
No, we're gonna have to run that back. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody out there in the internet world? It's me, Brian Redmond, also known as the Relationship Rehab. And I need you to do two things. What are those two things? Subscribing to both my channels. I need you to go to the Relationship Rehab, subscribe to that channel, and then I need you to go to United Guns of America and go to that channel. Now you may be asking, why would I do that, Brian? Because it's two of the hottest channels on the internet. Come over there, give me your thoughts, give me your opinions, have conversations, because that's what it's all about. We talk about some of everything: politics, relationships, guns, law enforcement, community stuff. Anything that's happening, I'm willing to have a conversation about it. So come on over. You don't got nothing else to lose, and you ain't got nothing else to do. So come to my channel, subscribe ASAP, and join in on the fun. Twice the entertainment, 2 channels, twice the fun. Come on and have a funky good time with your boy. Peace, and I'm out.
I just had to do this one more time. That shit is funny. I love y'all. Peace, and I'm out.